you focus on the close-ups of her touching you and you touching her, and it is so special. You focus on the moment, the electricity when somebody touches somebody else for the first time. You know, can you talk about that?
Sure.
Those choices?
Yeah, I mean, I just thought about, you know, what's the sort of memory of the people that you've fallen in love with? What are the sort of, you know, sort of, there's that first visual memory of like when you first saw them, and Life Lessons is a great short that I love by Martin Scorsese, and what he does with the 48 frames with Rosanna Arquette and Nick Nolte, I really just stole that, and I wanted this composition of her sort of being horizontal, looking at him at that one. So that's like the first moment of the physical sort of visual chemistry. Then you always remember the first time, or you hopefully do, that you had that tactile moment with the person that you've then gone on to fall in love with. So that's why I wanted to specify that. And then when is the moment when you actually really felt a deep connection with that person, and that's in the grocery store in the parking lot.
Which actually, why it's one of the most romantic moments in the movie, but then we go to a drag bar, we go to a cop bar, and then we go to a grocery store outside. You know, can you tell us?
Yeah, that was scary to put. It was, you know, I thought, oh, but yeah, because if we don't ground you in these two people, you're never going to come on the plane with us for the ride. So I always knew that the structure of the script is going to be terrifying, because it's going to be probably 3 talking scenes in a row. And it's almost like you're in real time with these people in one night out, and then all of a sudden the velocity is going to change. So it was really about, and everybody working hard to make sure that all the cinematic elements are working. So it was really about, where do I want to place you as they're becoming more intimate, even though it's just 2 people talking. So in the cop bar, the camera's behind the bar. So you're almost like the bartender observing this conversation. But by the time they get to the grocery store, I almost wanted to nestle you in between the 2 of them. So even though they're in this open space, you're really kind of like looking at him and then her, and then you see the peas, and then until the very end, then there's just that kind of 2-shot of them silhouetted when she touches his ear, and it's almost that moment. That's the first time that they're both in the frame, because they're connecting in a deep level. That was the hope.
It worked beautifully. One of the lines that I resonate with me so much is, you know, when it said, talent comes from everywhere, but having something to say and a way to say it so that people listen to it, that's the whole other bag. But then you as a director and as an artist, you're doing that with this movie. What was it hard for you to find, as a first-time director, have something to say?
Yeah. Absolutely. But the one thing I knew is that I didn't want to try this until I had something to say. And I started this when I was 39, and I guess I really felt that all of these various things, visually and sonically, and then things that I wanted to explore story-wise, started to come together. And I thought, well, you know, time is the biggest currency of all as you get older. And I just have to do it. I got to a point where I thought, because people had said, don't do this. This is, why the heck would you do this? This is crazy. This will be the last thing you ever do. I hope it's not. But it was the only thing that moved me. So I had no choice. And I guess it's when you have no choice, that's when you have to do it. When you have something to say, it's what he says, you know. And you have a way to say so people listen to it. And that's what he's telling her at the bar. He's like, you got to do it. Stop singing. As great as LaVie on Rose is in this drag bar, sing your songs.